Hello everyone, and welcome to our highlights video on the latest release in SAP Analytics Cloud. We're going to do a countdown of the top features that customers have been asking me about. Blending is indeed a very interesting one because I know it's one of the things most customers do quite regularly. So what do you do when you want to blend data from a few different sources live so that you don't replicate it? This task in general is not smooth sailing regardless of the questions asked or the type of the organization. Wouldn't it be nice if you could keep your data at its source, blend it once, and get the freshest answer every time you ask the question? Well, yes, live blending is now available in SAC in this release, which gives you the option to blend multiple live data sources from BW. You can use this option with different models from the same BW, or if you have your various data from HR or finance in different BW systems, as we know some of you do, you can even blend them live. Very powerful. I think everyone out there has had to create stories or dashboards with data from different data sources, right? One challenge is that, of course, everything on the page needs to not only make sense, but also needs to be connected one way or another. So, for example, if you apply a filter in one widget, all other relevant widgets should be updated accordingly and instantly. And now, in this release, linked analysis allows you to select which widgets are connected. So you decide, connect them all, or you could connect them in groups. And this way, present the data in an agile way. I like a good challenge, and language has always been something I've been interested in. We know that English is the lingua franca in a lot of organizations across the globe. But what do you do if, like some of my customers in Northern Europe, you have 2 or even 3 accepted lingua franca? Well, duplicating every single story is one thing, but what about having to maintain all of them? Imagine doing this in different languages while making sure that the story remains consistent at all times. I don't think anyone likes duplication. Besides, data can be interpreted in various ways without the added complexity of different languages. And now, with SAC's multilingual content support, you can translate user-defined fields for selected stories. And if you don't want to do it manually, you can even use this with third-party translators. C'est très bon? You're on the train and you receive a call from your boss asking about the latest KPI. It's approaching the end of the year. Time is of the essence. You can't wait until you get to the office, so you get your device out. You can't remember exactly which story you had this KPI in. You think you may need to search through a few models, and you would certainly need to remember the name of the variables to use. The trouble is, however, that you don't have much time to start digging for all of this. So what if you had an alternative to type in plain text? You don't need to worry about spelling as it finds the right words. Just think Google search on steroids. You can do this with Search to Insight, which is now available for live connections. So what are the benefits for you? Search to Insight auto-completes your text, almost like it guesses what you're thinking. It ranks and sorts. Everyone loves the top 5. And it even recommends the best chart for you to quickly visualize your insight. And there's a lot more to it, so don't forget to check it out. What is this, I hear you ask? Well, first things first. I would probably first ask, why is this? One of the most common questions I would be asked is, why do I need to create a model in SAC if I already have that model in BW? Can I not just reuse that model? It's a lot of work and also a lot of duplication. So to avoid this extra step and, of course, avoid the extra work, you now have the fantastic option to access your BW data quite fast and without having to recreate it inside an SAC model. Data Analyzer will help. And of course, the data stays at its source and you get a fresh view every time without it being replicated. You can find Data Analyzer and all the new features and more information on them by clicking the links in the description below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.